Now a special program brought to you by the Crude Oil Company. From Channel 1 Mission Central, continuing coverage of the mission of Mustang II. To the control desk and Tom Brokaw.
Good afternoon. We're standing by here at T-minus 4 minutes, awaiting the historic launch of Mustang II. With me here at Mission Central is ex-driver Wally Hurrah.
Hi.
16-year-old Billy Smith, about to embark on his first solo drive in the family car, and we're awaiting that historic moment. The mighty Mustang II launch vehicle poised curbside at T-minus 3 minutes. Let's go to science editor Daniel Schur for a description of the mission.
The route of the Mustang II is short, yet filled with potential hazards. Young Billy will depart from Hollywood Place, travel the 1.4 miles to Martin's Supermarket. Here, Billy's mission, to seek these items: a loaf of bread and a carton of milk. Also a candy bar if he promises to brush his teeth. This is, of course, Billy's first solo mission, and the hopes and prayers of everyone here at Channel 1 go with him. Dear Lord,
Danielle.
bless this boy.
Danielle. Danielle, we've just received word that Billy is about to leave his house and enter the vehicle. We switch you now to our remote cameras and Chet Rogers.
This is Chet Rogers standing by here at launch site with an excited crowd of onlookers. And here he is. Here's Billy Smith, looking well rested and ready for the trip. And he's saying goodbye to his parents, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, who were up all night laying out Billy's clothes. And he's heading for the Mustang II now, walking briskly. Oh, he hit his head. But he's a game lad. He's going on anyway. And now, the moment we've been waiting for. Billy is starting the car. Ready for liftoff. He is starting the vehicle. He is trying to start the vehicle. Come on, Billy. Let's go, Billy. We're at T-minus 3 seconds and holding. The crowd is nervous, pulling for Billy. And there it is. Blast off. The Mustang II is on its way. Like a mighty galleon of old, the Mustang II sets off on its adventure. Like the spirit of St. Louis. With its sole occupant, our telephoto lens follows the vehicle until it vanishes from sight. And we say, bon voyage to the Mustang II.
And so the historic mission of Mustang II has begun. Stay tuned for continuing coverage.
This report of the mission of Mustang II brought to you by the Crude Oil Company. Now a special program brought to you by the Crude Oil Company.
Good afternoon, Tom Brokaw here in Mission Central. We've just received word that young Billy Smith, attempting his first solo drive to the grocery store, is about to switch on his onboard camera. We now switch to the interior of the Mustang II. Wally Hurrah, an ex-driver who made this voyage himself, is here in the studio, and perhaps he can describe what we're seeing.
Yes, Tom, this appears to be Billy, all right, and this is really an excellent picture we're getting.
Well, it looks like we've lost the picture momentarily.
Yep, it's gone. Ah, here we are again. Oh. Ah, he looks good. We had a report that he brought along a little cup of Tang. Nice going, Billy. We're with you.
He can't hear us, Wally.
Oh, it was just meant to be symbolic.
Earlier this week, Billy was here with science editor...
I knew he couldn't hear me clear out on Portage Avenue.
Earlier this week, Billy was here with science editor Daniel Schur, and we taped this following interview.
Saturday afternoon at 3 p.m., this bespectacled, clear-complected youngster will climb into a red and white Mustang II for a solo trip to Martin's Supermarket. Billy, many people question the wisdom of this project. Is it worth driving a 2-ton, $4,300 vehicle all that distance just for bread and milk?
Well, I get a candy bar, too.
Tell us about your training, Billy.
Well, first I took driver's ed, and then I got my beginner's permit. And I had to promise to clean my room before they let me go.
16-year-old Billy Smith, a source of great pride.
Can I go now?
In a minute.
And now, young Billy Smith is on his way.
Possibly drinking his Tang.
Possibly drinking his Tang. Stay tuned for continuing coverage of the mission of Mustang II.
Coverage of the mission of Mustang II continues. Brought to you by the Crude Oil Company.
Word has just been received that Billy is about to reach his destination. To Science Editor Danielle Shore.
When Billy touches down at Martin's parking lot, he begins a critical point of his journey, the actual retrieving of the bread and milk. It is expected that Billy will follow a direct route from the car across the parking lot to the market and back. Now to the parking lot where Billy is switching on the camera.
This camera is designed to operate in a parking lot condition, so the picture will be speeded up a bit. Wait, he's coming back. He forgot his wallet.
It's all right, Tom. It's his first time. We're with you, Billy.
He still can't hear you, Wally. While Billy is in the store and out of camera range, we'll take opportunity this time and enjoy a break from our sponsor, the Crude Oil Company.
In this, our nation's bicentennial year, the Crude Oil Company is pleased to be bringing you the epic story of the mission of Mustang II. Just as in past years, we chronicled the historic mixing and...
Our apologies for the interruption, but we've just received word that Billy is about to emerge from the market, and we're certain that our fine sponsors won't mind having their commercial cut off. Oh, they will? Well, all right.
In this, our nation's bicentennial year, the Crude Oil Company is pleased to be bringing you the epic story of the mission of Mustang II. Just as in past years, we chronicled the historic mixing and baking of Betty's first cake and the tensely dramatic coverage of Jack's first day at school. Great Americans all, proudly saluted by another great American, the Crude Oil Company.
Now to the parking lot.
This is Billy emerging. It appears that the camera's a bit cockeyed, but Billy does seem to have retrieved the bread and milk.
It looks like the onboard camera will be out for the return home, but Billy is safely on his way home. Stay tuned for continuing coverage. We interrupt this program to bring you a special report. The mission of Mustang II has encountered trouble. To Science Editor Daniel Shore.
We have word that Billy has just experienced that most dreaded bugaboo of new drivers, a flat tire. He is parked somewhere on Portage Avenue and is attempting to fix the tire. Now, this procedure was thoroughly covered in his training, so we have no great fears.
Further reports as they happen, we now return you to our regularly scheduled program. We're ending the final phase of the mission of Mustang II, the return to home and the difficult garage re-entry. Daniel?
Indeed, Tom, this is a difficult phase as Billy, weakened and hungry after that mid-voyage flat tire, attempts to get up that 42-foot driveway and into the garage. A lot could go wrong at this stage. The car could veer off the driveway into the backyard, possibly ruining the rose garden. It could slide down the driveway sideways and knock over the garage. Or it could even flip over onto its roof, spin down the driveway, and explode when it hits the power mower gas can.
Thank you for those inflammatory remarks, Danielle. Now to our live cameras.
Oh, Tom, it looks like, yes, there it is, the red and white Mustang II rounding the corner. Billy Smith about to return home. And oh, he's going by, not up the driveway.
Oh, a big disappointment. Wally, what happened?
He missed.
So, Billy Smith, trying another orbit, he'll go around the block and try again. Let's switch now to our live cameras.
Tom, it looks like, yes, there it is, the red and white Mustang II rounding the corner for yet another shot at that driveway.
The crowd is jubilant. Looks like a good approach. And there he goes, into the driveway.
All right, Billy. Now, don't flip it over.
Wally, pinpoint accuracy. Up that driveway like a real pro. Not in the rose bushes, not in the neighbor's vegetable garden, but right into that rickety old garage.
And now, there he is. There he is. Billy Smith looks week needs a shave, but otherwise great.
And the bread and the milk back home. This is fantastic. Well, he did it. He's back on the ground, back with the bread and the milk.
And probably heading straight for that candy bar,
That's
too.
right, Wally, that's right. This has been the live coverage of the Mission of Mustang II.